Oh my lord, I got smoked last night on the Ethereum trade, and yes, I did get liquidated. And so the crypto crash is over, or we're gearing up for another big drawdown. So let's find out. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Nothing here in here is a financial advice. Let's just take a look what is going on with our big boys Ethereum and of course Bitcoin. So right now we are on the Bitcoin charts for our time frame, and oh my lord, oh my freaking lord, what just happened? What just happened? I mean, yeah, on the Bitcoin, there's like a good news and a bad news. The Bitcoin drawdown, this dump to reach our, let's just say our floor, our support zone at $90,000 approximately, was expected. Yeah, don't pretend that I didn't tell you this, but what I didn't expect that the altcoins are gonna take this so hard and gonna crash so hard compared with the Bitcoin. So yesterday the Bitcoin's dominance went through the roof. I mean, comparing with the Bitcoin investment during the 2024 and 2025, I believe that was, for those who invested and accumulated more Bitcoin, that was like the safest and the best investment they ever made. Those people, I mean, diamond hands. But yeah, let's just take a look. What could we expect in the upcoming days right now from the Bitcoin and especially Ethereum, because Ethereum right now looks like it's terrible, but there's some good news and a bad news. So the good news are that on the Bitcoin charts, that was expected. Our trend line experienced a breakdown and nothing new. The price went down all the way to the downside, retested our potential support. Well, right now, not potential, but in general, support $90,000 approximately, and we bounced back up. I told you guys in the previous video that the first target after this breakdown will be the mid-range, and if this descending support that was not that accurate will not gonna hold us, the next target point would be $90,000. Or if it's gonna hold, we're gonna see that slow steady movement to the downside until we're gonna reach $90,000. So that was, I mean, in general, psychologically, those numbers to see all over again was expected in my eyes, in my, well, let's just say prediction. It was expected. So the $90,000 was expected. And the main thing, keep an eye, keep a goddamn eye on those levels, on the top, on the roof, and on the floor, at the bottom, at the support, and then the resistance. Those levels has to hold us if we want to stay and remain bullish on the Bitcoin, because if the Bitcoin is gonna break through those floors, through that support, I have no idea how hard altcoins could crash, how hard they gonna take this, how everything is gonna play out. But it is what it is. This is the market. We have to adapt to the situation and invest in those altcoins or the Bitcoin. Invest in what you believe in. At this point, you already know that I believe in Ethereum, and I accumulated last night. I mean, last night, yeah, I got liquidated. We're gonna jump on the Ethereum chart, just bear with me. This is super funny, and comparing with the previous crashes, this is, I mean, the good thing is for me that the previous two crashes and the Black Swan event was like, yeah, I was like terrified. Oh my God, what is going on? I'm losing a lot of money. But right now, even if I do lose money, it feels like it's normal, you know what I'm saying? What else do you want? I mean, we experienced a massive rally to the upside. We reached the $100,000, even more than that, $108,000 on the Bitcoin, our promised land of 6 figures on one coin. So I cannot ask for the market for some more, but yeah, in general, looking on the Bitcoin, not great, not terrible. This was expected. The main thing, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a breakdown through those floors, through that support. I don't want, because if this scenario is going to play out that we're going to break through that support, then when we talked about, let's just say from the crypto Bitcoin futures market, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to start retesting that stupid CME gap that it sits around 81 or 80-ish, $77,000. So I don't want to see that. But looking on the bigger picture, on the daily time frame, look, on the bigger time frame, if we're gonna see that drawdown, comparing with this one, this and that, that would be a healthy thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. This is how the market works. This is how the market reacts, and we have to adapt to the situation. But the bad thing is that the altcoins are taking this so hard when the Bitcoin is dropping. That what scares me. So this is the only thing that scares me, that the altcoins are taking this very hard. But in general, Bitcoin looks extremely strong. $95,000. Who cares? $100 or $95,000. It is the same thing. So in general, after a breakdown, I'm sorry for that. Let me just make it these charts in the middle. Let's just calculate. After this breakdown, the drawdown was approximately 10%. Which is healthy and normal in the crypto market. And as you already know, in the stock market, these things happen as well. Yeah, so, crypto's so volatile. Oh my God, look at the stock market. It's like, well, not that harsh, but it dumps pretty hard as well. So nothing crazy. So the Bitcoin right now is like, yeah, the Bitcoin is one of the greatest assets in the world. And this is whatever, this is not my point, but from the top to the bottom, we're experiencing a correction for about 15 to 20%. Well, technically 20% would be at approximately here. This accumulation, this massive, strong demand zone. So this type of movement, this drawdown, it is a healthy thing. It is a healthy thing on the Bitcoin. I cannot see that this is some kind of capitulation. Most definitely not. So the good thing is that our support was respected, and we need to keep our eye on this support. But the bad thing is that if this support won't hold us, then yeah, keep an eye on those levels. Keep an eye on those strong I'm gonna jump on a 6-hour time frame. Keep an eye on those strong bullish candles that identifies our demand zone, or go to the liquidity heat map or whatever. Just take a look. I'm not going to show you this right now. I have things to do right now. I need to jump back into my whale room and start accumulating more. Of course, yesterday I accumulated more Ethereum, so sue me for that. And I need to start analyzing those potential strong demand zones at where we can take buy long positions from all of those different altcoins. On all of those different altcoins. And I'm talking about, I don't know, XRP, SUI, etc. and whatever. But the thing is, yeah, keep an eye on those strong demand zones. Like, the worst case of scenario would be, I do believe, let's just take a look what our Fibonacci levels are telling us. This is definitely like a swing low. And there was like no top or swing high. Let's just take a look. I'm not going to pinpoint those Fibonacci's like correctly or something. The golden zone is sitting at this demand zone. So accurate or not, but if I'm going to take the whole chunk, this golden zone represents this strong demand zone as I talk. As I'm speaking right now, but approximately somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to be that accurate right now, but in the middle, yeah, most definitely a lot of indicators are showing us that, yeah, we are sitting. Those are the strong demand zones that we could buy and accumulate more. The 250-day moving average, of course, on the 6-hour time frame right now, yeah, on a daily time frame, it is way more accurate. Of course, again, $83,000 or 200 EMA. It is also a possible scenario if you're going to see that breakdown and movement to the downside. Because but actually, look how this 200 EMA is perfectly, if you're going to move forward and the price is going to keep like dumping, but more in a steady way, not that harsh, not that sharp movement to the downside. Everything is connected to those demand zones. So there's nothing, you are a smart guy, so do your own research, but the numbers and the indicators and charts never lies, and it is what it is. Everything is like right now on the Bitcoin looks great. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but altcoins on the other hand looks terrible. terrible. Oh my God. Yeah, last night I got smoked, and I'm gonna jump on the Ethereum charts, but yeah, once again, Bitcoin needs to hold at $90,000. This round psychological number has to hold us, and we need to start. The bullish scenario would be we need to start consolidating on forming something, some kind of descending, I don't know, some kind of stupid pattern, and then start buying, or let's just say start opening our buy long position until we're going to see that bounce back up, our strong push, strong bounce, strong movement to the upside, and start retesting all-time highs once again. Again, nothing in here is financial advice. Once again, $90,000 has to hold us. It has to hold us, guys. If no, then yeah, I don't want to see this scenario back in 70,000 because it looks like we printed on a 4-hour time frame, which is also a accurate time frame. Daily 4-hour time frame, we printed this impulsive movement to the upside. I mean, this impulsive candle that represents our potential demand once again. So yeah, the potential demand zone, if we're gonna see that breakdown, so between 85 would be a great accumulation, 77, yeah, $70,000. Everything, if we're gonna see the drawdown until those crucial levels, $70,000 for the long-term investment, it is a great idea. And if this is some kind of bear market type of stuff, but how negative 35% on the Bitcoin when the Ethereum is already took like what, 40, almost 50%. So that would be also healthy, but no one's want to see that. All right. And of course, on the Bitcoin 6 hours time frame, let me just take and see more data. All I'm seeing that this trend line, and of course, I'm going to talk about this trend line on Ethereum because we discussed this about this ascending trend line that has multiple touch points during my live stream, if I remember correctly. It was like a long time ago, and I was like completely put that away. So we need to remind ourselves where's our potential ascending support levels are. And yeah, if we're gonna see that movement to the downside, look how this ascending trend line connects with those numbers, with those bullish, let me just put this in the middle, those bullish and impulsive movements to the upside, those candles. So those are the levels for the great accumulation if you're an investor and if you are believing in the Bitcoin. So I'm just gonna leave that because it is a great indicator where the price could like dramatically drop and bounce back up right instant. And so yeah, let's jump into our the main event of the evening. Ethereum. Look at this. Look at it. I got smoked. I opened my buy long position because I had around here, if I remember correctly, or it was like, yeah, the liquidation was like with the 7x leverage, and my liquidation price was like 2,400 ish, something like that. Yeah, I got smoked. I got crushed, but that was a small amount of money. And I told you guys in my whale room, for those who are from my whale room, comment down below how's your situation right now. And I also posted this on my Telegram. So for those who want sometimes free lunch, there was a link down below my Telegram channel. So always welcome to join. It's absolutely free. So yeah, I got smoked out. And we went back inside this accumulation phase. And why is it our accumulation phase? Look how fast price bounced back up. So we went back inside this accumulation phase, of course, on a daily time frame right now. And all I wanted to say is that, let me just make this. All right, from the top to the bottom, we're experiencing a total almost 50% drawdown during, if I remember correctly, and I don't want to say vividly because I remember that vividly, that Black Swan event, that one candle also gave us almost a negative 50% drawdown. So this is the worst. Let me just get back to where we started. Just hold on. This is probably one of those worst events, according, I mean, if we're gonna look on Ethereum, that we need to. Should I say that the bottom was already in? My premium zone was totally disrespected. Totally, it got crushed. It got crushed. And right now we are sitting below this, let's just say, support where the price was respected the most. The data is all right here in front of you. I'm not making this up. Like support resistance, like definitely below our support, which is sad. The good thing would be if the Ethereum, if we'll see, all right, the bearish scenario, if we're seeing this, that we went back inside this accumulation phase between 2,300 and 2,700 ish approximately. I would like to see some kind of accumulation. I don't want to go below here because you already know I tweeted about this. If the Ethereum is sitting below $3,000, I'm suffering. And you know that I'm loaded up big with Ethereum. So I'm suffering right now. Yeah, it is what it is. On a daily time frame, it seems that we forgot about this ascending trend line, this ascending support. And of course, I forgot to mention you that I accumulated at at 2.9. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, 2.9. I accumulated here to accumulate, and the last accumulation was at 2,375. Yes, I was like zero sleep last night, so I slept for about like 4-5 hours in total. So sorry for me not being that accurate and being great with my speech here, but we totally forgot about this one. I'm sorry for the if my video is lagging, because there's a lot of data that I wanted to show you, and my laptop couldn't handle this. I want to see this. I want to see here at those levels a respect on the Ethereum. And then finally we could print that FOMO, explosive FOMO pattern. But we have to close it inside. I mean, despite this wick is totally like let me just make in the middle because you cannot see this. This wick is totally have to be like it is already here, and don't mind of that wick, but the candle, the body of this candle has to close inside between, let's just see, not that accurate, but approximately 2.5, which is also a psychological number. So we have to close here and start squeezing and bouncing back up from that bullish scenario, because for crying out loud, I mean, big players are loading up big. BlackRock, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't checked that actually source of the information that I showed you yesterday or the day before. I mean, Trump is loading big. I mean, Trump bought for a lot of like millions of billions of dollars at what? 3.2, 3.3K. So imagine how much that guy just lost during just like one single drop. So there's a lot of big players that are suffering as well. You're not alone, guys. So this ascending support has to hold us. And we discussed it. So it's finally looks like Ethereum is going back home where it's supposed to be right now. We had to retest eventually. We had to retest this support. But if we're going to break through that support, then we need to start searching for a better dip buying opportunities. And I'm not going to be that, let's just say, how to call myself, actually. I don't want to be a party pooper on Ethereum, but my lowest target point, my lowest freaking target point, and I want you to write it down. 1.7K. Between 1.9, 1.7K. And I will be like 1,000% sure that Ethereum is already reached its bottom. And to those levels, if the price is gonna experiencing that drawdown, and how much the drawdown in total would be negative 50-60%. So it is what it is. But what I mean by that, I'm accumulating, I'm doing that dollar cost average until we're gonna reach those potential demand or those potential supports and whatever you can call it however you want. But together with this wick, also we respected our previous support, that key level. Well, technically that was around here. That wick retested and took the liquidity from 2.1K, which is awesome. I should have thought about this, and I should place my limit orders, because last night I didn't have my limit orders, so I'm like sitting and buying what the market is offering for me on my Kraken account. That was like stupid, actually. I was like, what the hell I'm doing in the middle of the night? I need to go to sleep for me to produce you this video when I'm gonna wake up. So that was crazy. What a crazy time, I mean, in crypto right now. But eventually, not eventually, I mean, sorry for that, but I mean, I need to see, the Bitcoin has to hold at around $90,000 for us to remain bullish, and for me to be bullish on Ethereum, we have to hold through this, on this support. End of story. So keep an eye on those levels. Keep an eye on those levels, all of those key levels, but if the price is gonna go even lower, so yeah. Plan for the best. Plan for the best to secure gains, but expect the worst. Always be prepared mentally for those type of things. So that's what I wanted to say. During those previous crash, during the COVID crash, I was like terrified. Yes, I was like, it was horrible actually. But right now, for me, it feels like, it is what it is. I'm gonna accumulate more. And yeah, every single cycle is the same thing. I mean, every single cycle, bull cycle, bear market cycle, doesn't matter. We're experiencing these type of crashes. That is why I announced in my whale room only a few buy long position on some altcoins. Because I was like trying to be very cautious, and I don't want to be responsible for all of those people, because I know this is not like financial advice, but a lot of people are taking this as a financial advice. So you cannot say actually every single time financial advice, because no one cares. If they're following you, they're gonna do what are you showing them what to do. Well, despite the fact that, yeah, nothing is your financial advice. But during this crash, we didn't reach our overbought territory on the Bitcoin and, of course, Ethereum. So I'm looking forward to see that, when it's going to settle and what the price. I mean, yeah, the last buy spot positions right now in profits, because, yeah, of course, this like on the Binance, Ethereum right now is sitting at 2.6K. What's the crazy thing is that some of those altcoins like KAVA, or I don't know how even to pronounce this one, what the hell is going on? It looks actually extremely bullish, and I don't know what to expect from here. Look, this is about so load up the indicator, come on. Sorry for the internet connection problems. So look, that's what I'm talking about on Ethereum, and especially Bitcoin, especially Ethereum actually, not Bitcoin, screw that. I mean, those ascending trend lines that act as support despite this fake out, if you remember that crash on the fake out shake off on a lot of those altcoins during that period of time, we have to hold this. We have to hold and bounce back up from those ascending supports. So that is what I'm looking on Ethereum right now. So Ethereum, based on the ascending and descending trend lines on my spider webs trading strategy, works, and it went back home. Despite that stupid wick, who cares if you're holding Ethereum, who cares if you're not trading with leverage? It accumulated right back. So everyone is accumulated back, and we close above that trend line right now, and you're still in a good shape. So look at this falling wedge pattern. Actually, if everything is gonna eat shit, actually, and for example, this Kava trade, or this Kava setup is gonna start playing out and gonna reach that discounted in the golden zone, I would be shocked. I mean, what the hell? I mean, is this thing? I mean, comment down below what do you know about this project, because I just saw, I announced this on my Twitter and my whale room, that what the hell is going on? One of those altcoins are looking pretty bullish, and doesn't do anything right now, just printing a bullish market structure. That falling wedge pattern after clean breakout, yeah, we printed this impulsive movement. Maybe there's a probability around to go down just to fill that demand zone, to load up big. I mean, to open and buy a long position and to ride this bullish wave. What? If this is gonna play out and Ethereum against this one took a dump, I would be pissed, to be honest. That would be insane. I didn't expect this type of movement on some random altcoins. So this is just an example. Of course, my 2025 plan of those falling wedge patterns on majority of those altcoins just crushed and didn't play out. So right now, well, of course, on some of those, it did, like on this one. So I need to reorganize and reorganize my charts, and to prepare for another plan for a little bit worst case of scenario. So guys, I wanted to jump on the live stream last night, but I wasn't able. I mean, I was too tired, and I didn't want to see that crash. I just want to woke up and see where the market is going to settle, at what price is going to Ethereum and the Bitcoin is going to settle. It is what it is. Sometimes these things happen, and this is a crypto market, ladies and gents. So welcome to the game. Welcome to the game. This is the game we chose to play. So yeah, guys, be safe, trade responsible, invest what you're able to lose the next day, actually. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and I'm gonna see you in my next live stream. Peace out.